Hello Anna, I am back from a less long hiatus than last time. Don't worry, this time I'm not just gonna stand here or sit here and eat toast for a while. I've actually got something to do. Now, you said you would be making videos less frequently than once a week because you wanted to make them higher quality. Now, it's been about 2 weeks, if my estimations of how long it will take to edit this video are correct, but I have, in the space of that 2 weeks, made and scrapped 2 videos because I didn't like them. This is what I mean by gonna condense more quality. I'm gonna make just as many videos, but I'm not just gonna wang them out even if I hate them. So in the space of 2 weeks while I was gone, I did in fact make 2 videos. So you know, you stick into schedule. However, 2 of those videos were both completely scrapped. Neither of them made it to my channel. So I mean, I guess there's a moral somewhere. The first of those 2 videos was it was gonna be called like Isle of Good Boys or something, and it was like a pseudo review movie thing of Isle of Dogs, but it just boiled. I have no technical knowledge of movies, despite the fact that that's what I want to do with my life. So the whole thing just boiled down to like 10 minutes of me just being like, Isle of Dogs, it's a good movie. And that wasn't entertaining for anyone. I did make a chart though on my wall. We see this chart on my wall that I made, and we see that we've got good movies, and then medium movies, and then bad movies. And right here, right in this spot here, this is the cinema ticket for Isle of Dogs. And you know, while I'm showing you this wall, because this is a permanent fixture in my room now, here's the ticket for Infinity War, which I saw. So like, this side here is as good as a movie gets, and this side here, which you can only just about see, is as bad as a movie gets. Isle of Dogs is like right up at the end there. Avengers is like just going like just a bit before it. So that's my movie rating graph, and to be honest, it only exists along the x-axis. We have horrific movies, meh movies, and wow movies. That chart only goes along the x-axis, and I could make it go along the y-axis, and I'm thinking maybe I could do like cool and not cool, because you can have a good movie that's not cool, like Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting's not a very cool movie, but it's a very good movie. It's not badass like fucking Black Panther. Black Panther's a less good movie. It's a good movie. It's like 7. It's like 7 out of 10, but it's very cool. So like that would. Yeah, okay, that's the next addition to this movie wall I am making. However, I will have to change the positions of Isle of Dogs and Avengers, because Avengers at the moment is lower than Isle of Dogs. However, much cooler, so much cool. What a cool movie. I have a 4-word review, a 3-word review if you count symbols as a singular word, even if they mean 2 words. 3 or 4 words. There should be like one of those like A-E letters, but for a 3 and a 4. I call it the Thraw. Cause my review is about Thor. This is perfect. Here's what it looks like for Thraw. Anyway, my review of in Thraw words, axes cooler than hammers. I said this to everyone. It's like a 50-50 split for whether you think an axe is cooler than a hammer. Emma, who looks like Sam Puckett, axes are not cooler than hammers according to her, unless it was a big fuck-off shoulder axe. Unfortunately, not a big fuck-off shoulder axe. As my dad, who looks like, nobody really. He's my dad. I guess he looks like an old male version of me, considering I have 50% of his DNA, I hope. Anyway, my dad, thinks that axes are much cooler than hammers. So we have 2 people whose opinions I respect wildly. My father raised me, taught me all I know, very funny man. His moral compass is what I try to abide by on a daily basis. And then we have Emma, who teaches me about Fire Emblem Heroes. So I mean, equal playing fields for who I trust the opinion of more. So yeah, the first video I made out of these 2 videos was about Isle of Dogs, and it was just bad. I just didn't really like it. It just went nowhere. It was just 5 minutes of me being like, hey, Isle of Dogs is a pretty good movie. To make another video. Fuck's sake. Ollie. You've made me lose my train of thought, Ollie! What was I talking about? Yes, okay, so I did make a second video, and it was alright. It had like an actual script and everything. So, the second of these videos that I did make, I got a lot less far in making of this video, and it had like an actual script and everything. I guess I got further in the fact that I knew what I was going to say with it, and I filmed a few clips for it. It was more of like some like less funny, not one of these talky to the camera things. It was very existential. I don't think that's my style. Ironically, the video was about me wanting to find the style of video I want to make, and this weird scripted voiceover telling a story through emotions, that's not my thing. It was a bit edgy, to be honest, and I liked it, but I think I'm still in this like life philosophy of not wanting to make too extremely not wanting to put too much production value into these things I make, because like I'm not sure whether they're ever gonna be good or not, so I don't want to be like, hey, I think this is really good, and everyone else is like, that is awful, and then me just being like, well, I guess that's my life. I don't really like putting a whole bunch of effort into something just in case it's bad, because if I like put all my eggs, that's called putting all of your eggs in one existential basket. So if you put all of your eggs in one existential omelette, you're gonna make a good omelette, maybe, but what if one person hates that omelette? If one person hates that omelette, then you've just made a crappy omelette for that one person, and you're gonna lose all your omelette making confidence because you used up all your eggs on that one omelette. I don't know, but if I make a bunch of little omelettes that are slightly worse tasting out of like a whole pack of eggs, then I can make 12 omelettes in the same time that I made that one awesome omelette, and they're gonna be like worse, but at least you can be like, hey, I only used one egg on those omelettes, that's my excuse for why those are worse. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be like, hey, I put time and effort into this and it's bad. I want to be able to be like, no, my mum went to Aldi, I stood up in front of a camera, I talked about Isle of Dogs, I talked about my other video that was a bit existential, neither of them worked, it took about 20 minutes to film, it took about half an hour to edit. It's okay, it doesn't have to be good. You're allowed to fail, whereas the other thing that you actually try hard on, you're not allowed to fail at that, because if you fail hard at something you tried hard at, then you don't get a second chance to try to make something good. You get as many chances as you can to make something bad, but only one for the good one. I think we just struck upon what the moral of this video is. Oh, ooh! Good Bob. Oh, by the way, Anna, at the start of the toast video, I said that I needed 30 seconds of me eating toast as part of shooting another video. That shooting of that video was that existential video that I don't know whether to put up because I tried too hard on it. So if you don't see the rest of that video in which I'm eating toast, that's the video it's from. The toast video may be a lie.